Show.
Welcome to the WAN Show, everybody. We've got a great show for you guys today. You seem hesitant. We don't have a great show for them?
Well,
Is it a bad show?
We have fairly intense news. The Apple topic?
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah.
So it turns out Apple is slowing down your old iPhone. Well,
Yeah.
except for those of you who are like, haha, joke's on you, I don't have an iPhone. Except for you, Apple cannot slow down your iPhone, but they can slow down your friend's iPhone, so you should still care about this. We'll talk about it a little more later. Intel's CEO, Brian Krzanich, came out and said, we are going to take more risks. So basically, Intel is getting into they're going to get into like the energy drink sector.
Nice.
And they're going to start
Intel
like
inside,
motocross. Yeah. They're going to have a new slogan. Intel, we want to be inside you.
Right now.
Right now. Over and over.
All night.
All night? All night? Oh, I love it. Oh, we're off to a good start today. Okay, what else we got?
I can't get into the doc, but there is other good news.
Good news. Yeah, Facebook strikes a music deal with Universal. I guess
Which is
that's
great
good
news.
Yeah.
Because we needed another music streaming platform.
Yeah, I
There
needed
wasn't
another
enough.
thing to subscribe to. Okay, I'm actually... Okay, this is about to get really bad.
Okay.
So Taylor Swift's album...
Oh no, you didn't.
Just hold on.
You did, didn't you? See, just for that.
You know what? We'll talk about it later.
No.
Also, Magicleap finally has a product.
Yes.
You ordered it?
I signed up. You can't order it yet.
Oh, okay.
So I signed up. So I'm expecting,
right.
10 years might show up.
So we'll talk about the ultimate secrecy. Freaking, these guys are ridiculous. I don't know how they got funding because they've never shown anything.
No, they have.
Only behind
individually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. NDA'd literally up the rectum.
Yeah.
So no one knows what's going on in there.
Intel inside.
Intel inside. Okay, and intro time.
See, OBS, it is harder to change that.
I see that. I can just talk louder. Does that work for everybody?
Hooray! Squarespace!
Is that cool for everybody?
FreshBooks!
Okay, we can just yell all show.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm down to
Let's
yell.
do it.
I'm down to yell all show.
Heck yeah.
Oh, apparently rip ears. Oh, sorry everyone.
Oh.
Apparently it got louder. So I have no idea what you people are talking about.
That's a global
Wait.
audio setting, so...
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Okay, so why don't we get into our first topic for the day? Apple, this was posted by Dr. Macintosh on the forum. The original article that we have here is from Yahoo Finance.
It's posted in Twitch chat.
That's an odd one. I don't think I have actually... Which one have we tested? Is that the Luke one, or is that the... Minus one. Do we have any idea if either of these?
This one works,
working?
I believe.
That one works.
I think.
Okay. Let's see what happens. All right, rock on. So about a week ago, a massively popular and widely circulated thread on Reddit posited that Apple purposely slows down performance on iPhones with older batteries.
Which people have been thinking for kind of ever.
Yeah.
But now we've been able to,
So in a nutshell, iPhone users have noticed their older phones not performing as well as they did before iOS 10.2.1. But they've also noticed that performance can increase after getting a new battery. So it turns out that Apple has admitted that they are intentionally gating the amount of power that the CPU demands from the battery. This is because the phone will shut down to protect itself if the CPU demands more power than it can supply. So there are 3 scenarios where batteries are less likely to be able to produce the big bursts of power that the CPU might ask for. When they're cold, when they're low, and when the battery has degraded over time. So what this means is that right out of the box, you might run into a situation where your CPU effectively throttles for a reason other than thermals, except that it could be thermals, but cold thermals, not hot thermals.
Yes.
But the other takeaway here, the third reason means that out of 100 iPhones, how many of them will slow down?
100.
100.
Yeah.
Because if it will throttle once the battery decays, well, I shouldn't say decays, degrades.
Degrades.
They don't necessarily decay. I mean, if you put enough chicken soup on them, they could probably decay. Do you remember that old camera we used to use for Tech Tips videos, Linus Tech Tips videos that I got the chicken soup on?
Yeah.
That decayed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it was in my backpack for like over a span of a week. I didn't realize. You know? Chicken soup.
I didn't know it
backpack.
actually decayed.
Well, it smelled.
Okay.
So the soup decayed.
But the soup that's not the same
well,
thing.
I don't know. The contacts in the battery compartment were like corroded and stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. It's
like
still not decay.
Kind of it's a decay of
It's
sort.
erosion.
Well, you know, I've had enough of your crap. Okay. How long do I have to put up with you again? Like, when's your last day at Linus Media Group?
Like slightly over a week?
Yeah, like just over a week. Perfect. Can't come soon enough.
1 week, 2 days.
I'll get to put down that piece of tape that will make it totally different than before.
Yeah.
You'll be working in a separate office.
In an office all by myself while I talk to people over the internet.
Marked by the masking tape. That'll be your office.
Yeah.
And I won't have to be in it, except when I have to meet with you about Floatplane stuff. Oh, we should talk about Floatplane stuff on the show. Come on! I want to show the pre-alpha site.
But see, every single time that this happens, people get confused, despite no matter how many times I say, this isn't the site you're supposed to be using. Everyone goes to go use it.
Okay.
Also, you never actually ended up telling all the editors that they're supposed to upload things in a certain way and use that setting. So it hasn't been being used. So there's things that aren't supposed to be viewed yet on there, and you're not going to tell them until next week, and then you'll probably forget. So it's really not up to you.
I'll think about it.
But people are going to be seeing videos with the wrong titles.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
Anyway,
the Floatplane side of things going great. We have a new live stream panel thing set up. So did you talk to him?
We'll show it later. And yes, I did. He's not streaming till later tonight. We can
Okay.
talk about that later. We're gonna go through the. You know what? We're doing it.
Okay.
We're going through the thing because I'm amped.
Okay.
Anyway, so starting with iOS 10.2.1, max CPU power draw is stepped down in proportion to battery capability. And it's not just like like your battery's good, so your phone runs at full speed, or your battery is low.
Okay, the Twitch chat is really confused about me leaving. Might want to explain that.
Okay. Starting January 1st. All right. Can I finish the Apple battery thing, and then can we get into that?
Okay, we'll come back to that.
We'll come back to that.
It's not,
We'll come back to
it's not
that.
that scary. Don't worry about it.
No, it's a little scary. I'm scared.
I mean, it's.
Are you a little scared?
It throws me off pretty hard.
Yeah,
But
okay.
we'll talk about it in a moment.
Okay. Anyway. So it's not a matter of like your battery's good or your battery's bad. So your performance is like great or your performance is like poo. It's like it's a spectrum, you know. So this was originally applied to the iPhone SE 6 and has now been applied to the iPhone 7 and the 6S, and it's being planned for future devices. So part of the problem, though, they could have bricked the phones up front instead of bricking them a year after launch, then they wouldn't be as impressive and competitive. Okay, you know what? Let's get into this because the rest of this is all kind of opinion stuff. Hit me. What are your thoughts?
I don't like it.
Okay, can I play devil's advocate on this one? Because if you're gonna not like it, then I'm gonna make the counter argument here. Your Android phone gets slow within a matter of weeks anyway, even if the battery's perfect.
I haven't really used an iPhone very much, but don't they do pretty much the same thing?
No, not really.
And mine doesn't do it in a matter of weeks, to be fair.
Okay, so the Pixel lasts a little longer.
It lasts quite a while.
Quite a while longer.
And then I just reformatted it, and then it was totally fine again.
I'm on the Pixel 2 XL right now. I'm quite happy with the.
Mine took like over half a year.
Okay, look, I'm not supposed to be on your side, so.
And then I reformatted it, and then it was fine again.
Let's bear in mind though that like Samsung owns the lion's share of Android right now.
Okay.
And
I'm not defending Samsung.
yeah. So okay, so you know, hey, at least your performance is good for a year on the iPhone.
And then but then you can't do that on an iPhone. It doesn't solve the problem.
No, it doesn't solve the problem. You're right.
So I have the ability to solve the problem.
Okay.
iPhone doesn't. You're not winning here.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't like that because this way, like, say I'm not a techie person.
Look, I tried.
Say I'm not a I read wrecked in the chat. Say I'm not a techie person.
Yeah, let's say that.
And you're my buddy. And you're
Sure.
like, wow, way to be it with that little eye gesture thing. And I have a phone, and I'm complaining to you that it got slower.
Yeah.
If it's an Android phone, you can be like, hey, back up all your stuff, reformat it, put it back on, everything's fine. If it's an iPhone, you can be like,
Go buy a new iPhone.
no, I guess, yeah.
So really, the upsetting thing here is not Apple degrading the performance to me. That actually doesn't bother me, and it wouldn't surprise me if other people were doing it, and it wouldn't be a big deal to me.
Oh, I would not be even remotely surprised at all if it was on the other side of the field as well.
So the part that is bothering me is that Apple is shipping these devices with batteries that are not only not user upgradable, because that ship has sailed, I've gotten over that, but that are difficult to DIY repair upgrade. Or I shouldn't have said user upgradable, user replaceable. But they're difficult, even as someone with a reasonable amount of DIY knowledge. Like, I have replaced phone batteries before, even on ones with non-replaceable batteries. Like, it's not rocket science if you're careful and you go slow.
Yeah.
But they're making these devices that are difficult to replace the battery for, and they are running them so close to the red line that surely they must know when they're shipping these things, because it's not like lithium ion or lithium polymer batteries are especially new technology at this point. Apple in particular has done tons of research in this field. They know exactly what's going to happen with this thing pretty much perfectly, and they're making a conscious decision to, like, the fact that the iPhone 7 is affected, they're making a conscious decision to run them so close to the red line, that they can only handle it for a year. Can you imagine if a car manufacturer did this? Like, let's say, for example, that Volkswagen, nothing against Volkswagen. Let's say, for example...
And they're, like, not that long ago giant issues, but yeah.
Let's say, for example, Volkswagen shipped a car that had great emissions for the first year. Okay?
Yeah.
And then, when all the press had stopped benchmarking it, and all those users, well, they're just plumb out of warranty. Let's say, hypothetically, that when nobody was looking, they made it so the emissions were bad. Would that not be kind of similar? And now, to be clear, we're not talking about a 10-year-old car that just don't run the way it used to. That's okay.
This is very targeted.
That's why, well, BC used to anyway. BC had a program called Air Care, where people would have to take very old vehicles, and they would have to demonstrate that they've been keeping them up well enough that they don't have
really difficult
horrible emissions. It was like a huge problem,
to get my red
administrative
card
nightmare. And I had a car before that I used to have to make sure I had a nice fresh oil change in it.
Nice fresh oil change, drive
gas.
on the highway for a while.
Anyway.
Premium gas,
Yeah, we know all the anyway. So the point is, this is. I really don't think. Okay, so my iPhone 4 is really slow, and I get it. That's a really old device that also, is not getting security updates anymore. Like, really has no right to be used like as a daily driver at this point. And the thing too is, like, I could replace it with something that would be a much better experience for an amount of money that I consider reasonable to tell someone, just upgrade your device. Like, I could upgrade to an iPhone 5S, and that would be way better. I could get a cheap 5S, I'd get a way better experience, and I could probably do that for, I don't know what a 5S is worth. It can't be more than like around $100. Like, I can't even.
Yeah, not very much.
I don't know. Don't quote me on that. The point is, Apple is not doing that with 6-year-old devices. Apple is doing this with devices that are well within what I would consider to be the prime of their lives. A 1-year-old phone is not an old phone.
You're looking at used 150, give or take 10, 20, and new 200, 240.
Okay, but I consider a used phone, if you're on a budget, a perfectly reasonable thing to do.
Yeah.
So I'm not that far off. So I can't defend what they're doing because it really feels misleading for them to be chasing that headline. They're chasing that headline. iPhone's the fastest.
Have they posted anything in response to this?
I'm actually, you know what, to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure.
Because to flip sides on you a little bit, I wonder if there is some legitimate technical reason to the point of trying to reduce issues with these batteries. Maybe using them at the same rate as before, it could produce critical situations where you have, because batteries.
Shutdowns.
Sorry? Shutdowns.
They're saying it's to prevent shutdowns.
Yeah, preventing shutdowns.
No, we talked about that already.
Preventing shutdowns. Battery issues. Having a lithium-ion battery in your pocket is like not cool, and has become really common, but is like super sketchy. And luckily, these manufacturers of things have been doing things mostly right, outside of Samsung that one time. You know,
yeah,
bombs. You know, funny to joke about now. So I don't know. It could have something to do with that. I haven't personally seen an official statement anywhere.
Yeah, so. They've acknowledged that they're doing it. They've said it's to prevent shutdowns. But basically, the cold hard truth is they're only doing this so that they can run it right at the red line for a while, knowing that no one's gonna benchmark it and no one's gonna give this the kind of press. Like even now, we're talking about it now, but when the iPhone X2 or whatever, maybe they'll take on like a Final Fantasy-esque sort of naming scheme.
Yeah,
I don't
like
know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Maybe when the iPhone X2 rolls around, like by the time that happens, we're not gonna be talking about this again. We're not gonna be like, here's the review of the new iPhone X2. By the way, your iPhone 10 now performs like this, and your iPhone 8 now performs like this.
You should.
But you can't, because it won't even necessarily be applicable. Maybe mine is still running at 98%. But maybe there are other people out there who, let's say they use wireless charging all the time. Which, by the way, like Apple won't say, yes, it degrades it, and I can't say, like with absolute certainty, yes, it will degrade it this amount, but it will degrade it some amount. We don't know how much, but heat is bad. We know this. Heat is bad for batteries. And wireless charging produces more heat. So someone who's running around, like leaving their phone on a wireless charger, trickle charging all the time, for example, or who just uses a wireless charger at night unnecessarily instead of plugging in, they could be at risk of actually degrading the performance of their phone a year or two down the line. So this is something like we're gonna want to keep talking about, but I really don't know if it's gonna keep people's attention the way that a shiny, fast new iPhone does. Okay, let's get through our sponsors, and then we'll talk about Luke leaving Linus Media Group.
Sure.
See how I made them stay tuned like that?
Whew.
Whoa! So first up is Squarespace. Think about it. This might be your last Squarespace sponsor spot as an LMG employee.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Maybe.
No, I
you
think
also
we're
put
going
a
to
little
continue.
bit of a spoiler in there.
I think we're going to continue working with Squarespace for a long time.
Yeah.
But Squarespace is the place to go to, let's say you weren't employed with your old employer anymore. Let's say you had to create an online portfolio to,
wow.
To
wow.
To
Jesus. If I needed to do that, I'd have 24/7 live chat and email support, which would be great. It would only cost me $12 a month because apparently I don't have a job anymore, except I do.
Not here. All their great templates feature responsive design, so they'll look great if your potential employer is looking at them on a laptop computer or on their slow year-old phone. They've got a lot of great features like their logo designer and cover pages, the ability to publish content in Apple News format directly from the Squarespace blog. Every site includes commerce, like if you wanted to, spend all that spare time that you might have weaving little Etsy baskets. You could sell them through your Squarespace store.
Basket weaving, yes. If you sign up for a year, you get a free domain.
Yep. So head over to squarespace.com/WAN and use offer code WAN to get 10% off. Nice. Which leads us right into our next sponsor spot, iFixit. So let's say that the basket weaving doesn't work out for you there.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to get into small-time electronics repair.
Like replacing batteries in phones.
iFixit has got the tools for you. They've got everything from suction cups to their 64-bit driver kit to their like big tool pack with like the magnetic sheet that has all the little it's like dry erase, so you can write what everything is and you can stick all the screws to it. Super handy. ESD straps. They've got everything, and they've got the guides, so you won't actually have to know a damn thing about electronic repair.
Yeah.
To start up a Squarespace site, get your iFixit kit, and start repairing electronics. Go to ifixit.com/Linus and get the fully loaded ProTech toolkit for just $60 US. And then,
once that starts going well,
this is great. When you need to do all of your accounting for your small business that you use your iFixit tools on, that you advertise on your Squarespace site, you can use FreshBooks. Oh! That is a grand slam sponsor lineup right there.
I feel like this was set up.
Oh, that was
This
fun.
was set up. And you can create and send slick looking invoices.
Oh boy, in just seconds. FreshBooks is everything you need as a small business owner or a freelancer to help you keep track of your time with their timesheet function, manage your expenses, and keep track of who owes you what. As for me, LMG, owing you anything, that's going to be nothing. So, we'll...
I mean, technically.
Technically, well, okay, well... Yeah, I think it's going to be the other way around because you get the... Okay, we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Yeah. FreshBooks has tons of great features. They've got mobile support, so you've got the full functionality of the FreshBooks cloud accounting platform on Android or iOS, however slow that might be. And if you've got any questions, you can reach out to their support staff where you'll speak to a real human. No phone tree, no escalations, no return calls, just answers. So go to freshbooks.com/WAN and get a free trial. Try out FreshBooks. You know what? FreshBooks is one of those ones where I've like poked the bear. I've tempted fate. I've said it's one of the sponsors, one of the few sponsors that we have never gotten a complaint about.
And it still hasn't. We still haven't.
And we still haven't gotten one. Nothing credible. I shouldn't say we've never gotten one because we might have gotten something, but I've never, because I will actually escalate things personally to a brand if something comes through and they're an actual customer. But nothing has ever made it to my desk. I have never seen a comment. It's impressive. So go get a 30-day free trial at the link in the video description.
Freshbooks.com/tech-tips. Enter the WAN Show in the How Did You Hear About Us section.
Oh, that's weird. Our lower third says /WAN. Well, I'll try them both. All right. So, you're leaving Linus Media Group, or are you being fired?
I literally don't know. How is that going to work? Does that have to that has to legally work in a way?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, like you're gone. You're done.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
which one? Like it has to be one, right?
Oh, no.
No, it's that. It's
yeah,
fired,
I'm not paying
quit,
you
or
severance.
laid off.
Yeah, and you're not laid off. So I think technically you have to quit.
I have to quit.
You have to quit.
What
oh,
if
this sucks.
What if I don't quit?
This sucks.
What happens?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure you have to quit. Because your other employer, Floatplane Media, it's gonna
be like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's gonna be like, yo. By the way, it may actually be a conflict of interest for you to maintain your position. Yeah, it absolutely would be. Yeah. So, so Luke is not quitting. He's just quitting.
Yeah, confusing. So I'm still going to be on WAN Show. If Linus ever actually lets me make a video, I will make a video. I'm going to be at CES.
We're working on that one soon together.
Oh, yeah, that's not really...
Oh, that's going to be fun.
It'll be fun, but
Yeah,
it's not
it's not real video. And you have
I'm not sure if I should make a video on that thing.
I think you should.
It's not as cool.
Oh, all right. Well, if nothing else, we could do the classic React and just have some fun with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, we'll come
I do
want
to still do some stuff. You might just need to sign out.
Okay, I got this. Okay, so
anyways, Floatplane has been my full-time thing for quite a while now. So most of this stuff is just stuff happening on paper that doesn't actually mean anything for you guys. I'm still going to be on WAN Show every week.
You'll be doing CES coverage.
I'm going to be doing CES coverage,
Yep.
so I'll be making videos down there for sure. I won't be making as many as you.
No,
but
I get to handle like most of the load myself this year, which is great.
Yeah.
I'm hoping
Which
by
I
next year to
still
have
think
some kind of plan for that.
there's some perceptionally confusion stuff with the scheduling side of things. I think I can do more than I'm currently scheduled for.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see how that goes. But
Sure.
yeah, yeah. Basically, nothing's going to change on your side of things. I'll still be doing CES. I'll still be doing WAN Show. I'm still going to be doing a video every now and then, just kind of, not that often. And I will be more on paper. Same with everyone that is currently a Floatplane person, will be more on paper a Floatplane person, because right now we're all technically like Linus Media Group.
Yeah, so right now Linus Media Group is paying the bills, but starting January 1st, formally Floatplane Media is starting up as a separate company.
Yeah.
Floatplane Media is acquiring the employees and the intellectual property from Linus Media Group that will, the trademarks, all that kind of stuff, and it will become its own separate legal entity.
Yes.
So we were joking about it earlier on the show, but we are actually going to like put tape down on the floor,
Yeah.
maybe put up a sign or something, like make it kind of fun, and Floatplane Media will have an office. It'll be here within this building,
Yeah.
but legally speaking,
Well, it'll be it's like
You have to lease it.
renting. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you're renting space.
Linus Media Group will be subleasing
Yeah.
some of the property to Floatplane Media, and Floatplane Media like has to pay for it, like
Yeah.
like legally. You can't give stuff away, at least here in BC.
Yeah.
Like you can't give away a car to a friend unless it's
Yeah.
like under a certain value, because
You have to pay tax on it.
there's taxation problems with that. So like Linus Media Group can't just be like, we're buddies, you can use our office space. So we have to actually start doing everything by the book, which is both terrifying and really exciting, because
Yeah.
I have something really cool to show you guys that we weren't 100% sure if we were going to show you.
I still don't think it's a great idea, but you know what?
I want to do it. This is so cool. Linus's screen. I'm even just gonna get rid of us. We're just gonna go Floatplane front and center. Oh yeah, that's all fine.
Okay.
That's just places I go. Here we go. So this is the sign-in screen. Now, to be clear, this won't work for you guys yet. My account was manually created by manually creating entries in the database.
We're just gonna not talk about that.
And we're not going to talk about that. Okay, what just happened?
Lol.
There it is. Okay. Cool. Crying out loud. Okay, so this is a sneak peek at the pre-alpha of Floatplane.com. So you can see here, there's a few things. Like what can I show? Should I click on a video?
Sure.
Okay.
That one.
So Razer phone, the review of the Razer phone is one of the videos that is up on Floatplane but is not yet up on YouTube. So you can see here the video content is really front and center in the design. Some of these things are going to end up tweaked, just to be clear. Like we're calling it pre-alpha because everyone hears beta and thinks basically finished product.
Yeah, because that's changed in my lifetime. But
Yeah.
this is, let's call it pre-alpha, even though it's if you like go with how that structure worked when I was young, this is like a beta. If you go with how that structure works now with things like the early access games on stream, then this is a like pre-alpha. However you want to see it, it's early on.
Yeah. So, man, that player.
It
Love
looks
it.
good, man.
So there's a lot of stuff that you might not have expected from a pre-alpha stage type product. So we've got thumbnail previews working.
One of our guys, Yuki, has worked really hard and gotten it so that our color profiles are wider than places like YouTube. So if you have something like a really dark shot, you'll be able to see more on our platform. We can't show you the proper comparison for that right now.
It's not our content.
Don't think it would come through Twitch anyways.
Yeah.
So we can't really show you. Also, there's a guy that I don't know if I can say his name yet. I haven't asked him. Has been working on live streaming really heavily. You can see live testing. I don't think I'm currently running it right now, so
Yeah,
I wouldn't
that's
really
fine.
worry about that. But should we talk about that?
Yeah, I think we should totally talk about
So,
that.
Bitwit-
Hold on, I want to go a little bit. Oh yeah. Let's talk about that. Okay, hold on. Let's pull back to us for a second then.
Yeah.
So Kyle from Bitwit, he's going to be. The plan is, the last time I heard from him, is he's like, is now a good time for you to show me the ropes? No, I'm streaming right now, Kyle. So Kyle is actually planning to do the first public-facing Floatplane live stream, like the first official one, not a test.
Yeah.
Tonight. So if you are subscribed to Bitwit Ultra on Floatplane, then right now that's still running through the LinusTechTips.com forum.
Yeah.
I'm just going to paste
But
the link in
another
the
guy
chat
on the
here.
team that I don't know if I can say his name publicly has been working really hard on the new payment system, which is awesome because the current payment system is horrible.
Terrible.
And we're going to do it right, and we're going to have an awesome payment system coming.
Yeah, the best payment system.
The best.
The greatest payment system. So that's really exciting. So you guys might want to check out Bitwit. That'll be the first Floatplane live stream from a creator. Let's go back to this here. Linus's screen. Bloop, bloop, bloop. So that's still running, which is good.
Yeah, I can't show you guys right now, but we have a chat system working for the live stream. And that chat system has like basic moderation tools and highlighting for when the creator talks in the chat and all this other kind of really cool stuff that don't know if I can say name has been working really hard on, and it actually looks pretty good.
This is pretty cool. We've got comments working. We are going to have thumbs down because we believe that some comments deserve a thumbs down, damn it.
Yeah.
They do.
Downvoting is important.
These are real people, by the way. These are people actually using the site. These are our pre-alpha testers.
Yeah.
So this is one you can see. It's shaded green because I thumbsed it up. A few people thumbs that up.
We don't have replies working, but that's coming.
Yet.
That's coming.
Yep.
It's being worked on. Everyone on the Floatplane team has been like going super hard.
Yep.
I even told like everybody that they could leave early today, and people are still talking in the work chat because they're watching the stream right now. I can see you on my phone, which is like that's pretty hardcore. I don't know.
So this is pretty cool. There's a live button here. So Kyle's channel, when he's live, hopefully we would be able to.
Yeah, we're gonna have the standard like there'll be a thumbnail sitting here kind of situation.
There'll be some stuff you can fill in here. This is just placeholder text right now. I'm subscribed to Kyle, as you can see, and then this is a chat. So
yeah, so that you can talk.
Hello world. Just go ahead and just do that there, so you can. Oh wait, they can see it already. So that's what the live streaming will look like. Let's go ahead and go back to our stuff. We can talk about some of the stuff that's on there. So we've got the LG Gram late 2017. That video's up. We've got best case under $35. This is what Luke was referring to earlier when he was saying the editors, when they upload the videos, are not using like the real title. Like this is just our file name.
Yeah.
They don't realize that it's public facing now because that's a feature that we've had for a long time. The ability to put a title and description and keywords and stuff, but it's never actually been public facing because we've just been posting them into the forum. So that's great. Dale the Sleeper is live now. So that's the sequel to Hubert the Sleeper. This is a really cool machine, you guys. Razer Phone is up. The quad-core Blade Stealth, that video is up. Lenovo ThinkPad Anniversary Edition, that's up on Floatplane. And we do have some exclusive content over there as well. So this was a pretty cool little look at the guts. Did you see this?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is like kind of the equivalent of a developer kit for automated cars.
Really cool.
It's really cool stuff. I don't recognize almost any of it.
Yeah.
But the number of sensors in this thing is freaking bananas. So it's just a little 3-minute tour of that. I actually think I have another update that's going to go up probably sometime this weekend. So should I show them the CMS?
So another cool thing that's working. There's no way to set it manually right now, but automatic quality changing. Yeah, you can definitely show that. Automatic quality changing is going to work on the stream, which is really cool. AJ's been working on that and a huge amount of other things for quite a while. So I'm stoked that that's working.
So. Oh, someone says they don't see Dale on Floatplane. Oh, crap. I wonder if it's like someone set it to the wrong status.
Very recently, we finished update.
Okay, well, what you'll know for sure then, having seen that, is that it's coming very soon because the video's ready.
We very recently finished an update that allows for like the public, private, unlisted style setup that most video platform sites have. Yeah. And the people uploading the videos haven't started using it yet, so everything's just been public on that site. So there you go.
Got people asking about iJustine. I definitely have talked to Justine about it. Okay, here's the thing. I haven't talked to that many people about it just because I haven't had anything to show them up until about this week, other than like still images. And
because
that's
you
not
don't want to.
compelling.
It's a weird balance of like we don't want to do the always in beta thing, but then we've been in production since before we had anything.
Yeah.
So we have kind of always been in beta, but then we didn't want to like advertise to other creators before then.
And it's a chicken and egg thing too, because it's hard to, you don't want to spend a year working on a platform if you don't have any creators, but you don't want to talk to creators about a platform that doesn't exist, that you don't have. You don't want to make promises that you can't back up. So we've been really cautious and really careful about what we can commit to, and you know, we're doing our best to keep from disappointing anybody. I think that's really the main thing for us, is we're trying not to screw anything up. Will Floatplane allow can girls? I'm sure you mean cam girls, and no comment at this time. One thing I will say about Floatplane is that we do intend for it to be fairly non-restrictive in terms of the kind of content creators that can be there.
Well, there's also should we go into that and go into it slightly?
I don't think we should go into a ton of detail. I mean, this is WAN Show. We can still do a little bit of tech news. We've done like 2 topics, but it's something that
it's extremely unlikely that a conventional cam girl will be on the platform. But if there's like an artistic element, we're going to look into that side of things, maybe.
Yeah, so we'll see.
We're not sure yet. We're going to work with like
we're going to work with
YouTubers
creators
and stuff, and like friends of ours.
Like that's who we're going to work with in terms of like what they want this platform to be, because right now we're just building a toolbox, and we want people to use it the way that they want to use it.
My phone's dying. By all the Floatplane people that I don't know if I can say your name. Great work.
People are like, body paint?
Very happy to show it.
That's going to be a gray area.
See, like we don't know. It's gonna take talking to people. It's gonna take planning. We're not really focused on that right now.
Yep. Intel CPU.
Yeah.
Intel CEO. I'm kind of the CPU. We are going to take more risks. The original article here is from techspot.com. Let's go ahead and actually click that and see if that's going to work for me there. Yeah, how's that going? Minus the screen. We're going to take more risks. We are taking the bull by the horns. That is some pretty corporate speak right there. Here's a letter that Brian Krzanich wrote to the employees. 2017 comes to a close. Almost impossible to predict the future. One cool thing is that Intel is almost a 50-50 company, which is to say that half the revenue comes from the PC and half from new things that they have tried to create. And it's weird to think of Intel as an underdog, but in a lot of those markets they are. You know, you look at Intel and the way they tried to break into phones, for example. What a disaster.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that they're going to stop doing that. They're just going to keep trying new things and see if they can grow that way, apparently. So that's good, I guess. Do you want to talk about the Magicleap?
We still don't really know much.
Yeah, I guess we can go through this pretty quickly.
I can talk about it, though. One, they have an amazing website. You should go to their actual native website. It's really cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. Hold on, I'm gonna go to it. It's like you scroll down and
like
it's like comes out of like a crystal ball. Or
it's actually worth looking at, just because it's like just really cool.
Yeah.
That scroll didn't work as well as it's supposed to. There you go. Yeah.
See that? So I'm scrolling with my touchpad right now, and it like goes out of this like thing.
And then you start actually scrolling down the page.
Then it looks like a normal website.
So there's a few things that we can see here.
One is that this is photoshopped.
Is it? That's hilarious.
That's a render.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's absolutely no way. Look at this. I don't buy it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, like look, see the light coming off his face on this side, and see the way that this is lit. Like you can tell they tried, but no, I don't buy it.
Huh. Either way, I believe those are translucent lenses. They show it somewhere else.
That's pretty cool.
And the fact that you can, so you can see through it, which is super cool.
Digital light field.
Scroll up a little bit. I noticed one thing. You and I have been talking about this since the garage. Compute that is untethered from the wall.
Yeah.
But is not up on your head. That's really cool.
That's a way better approach. I remember we had joked about doing like a wearable computer where we literally like strapped a UPS to the back and a power supply, so you could have like a full desktop experience, but wearing the whole thing as a bodysuit as opposed to putting the whole thing in a backpack.
Yeah. But like that's actually a very cool idea. Having untethered but also tethered, but where it's tethered to you is very cool.
SDK's coming. Interesting.
Yeah, I signed up as a reporter. There's different ways that you can sign up. You can sign up as a developer or whatever else. I signed up as a reporter. I'm waiting to hear back. This is super interesting.
Open up displays all over the room.
Yeah.
Gaming in AR, basically.
Yeah. The fact that you can see through the lenses is very cool because there isn't that many of those that are actually that you can get that are any good and aren't basically just fakes.
So they're saying they're going to ship in 2018.
Yeah, and you get that controller, which doesn't look like the most gamery controller.
No,
it looks like an experiential controller.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it won't be compatible with other controllers.
Yeah.
USB Type-C. This looks like a wireless
Type-C
charging
on
thing.
That's the compute.
No, this looks like... Oh, is it the whole thing is the compute thing?
I'm not sure. I think that might be wireless charge module on the bottom, because if not, that's a lot to tuck into a belt or whatever.
Yeah.
But that is the compute unit.
We can run up and have a look at the guy who had it on. Yeah, I think that's just...
It looks like it's in his pocket, though. That doesn't look like it's going through his belt. So it could be really bulky on the inside, actually.
Okay.
I haven't read the individual things enough.
I think the bulk does go here. Actually, we've got a better look at it here, so you can kind of see that it looks like that big bulky thing does go into his pocket.
I like that looks quite robust.
Yeah, me too.
Because you're gonna be moving around quite a bit.
But the thing is that if you make it too robust, then it just wears up here
yeah, I know.
instead of here. So we've run into that before, that's for sure.
Yeah, it looks fairly well done, though.
So, yeah, these guys have gotten a lot of funding, including from Intel, speaking of experimental things that Intel's done.
So it's better than a backpack, I guess? I would think so.
Oh,
it looks like it's going to be about the same performance scale as the ones that intend to have it built into the headset, but adding weight to the headset is not, in my opinion, the right way to do it. And having it so that it can go on in like your pocket or something, that sounds cool. Lance and I have been talking about the compute and storage disk that goes in your pocket for the last like 4 years. So I'm stoked that it's happening in a way.
Blah blah blah. I may be wrong about Intel having backed Magicleap. Google for sure, Alibaba for sure. But I might have been wrong about that one. I thought they were one of the ones that had put some money into it. Apparently, they've raised about $2 billion so far.
Jeez.
And they have shown like basically nothing publicly. Yeah. Nvidia ended driver support for 32-bit operating systems. So the original article there, this was posted by Matric07012 on the forum. The original article is from Nvidia. Whoops, but I don't know what I just did. There we go. Yeah, so I get it. Like, if you bought Windows 10 32-bit, like, you really suck at buying Windows.
I literally didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah. It's pretty dumb.
Why did they even do that?
I don't know.
Compatibility with, like, really wacko stuff?
I guess.
I would just run the previous OS.
Durun Senk. Yeah, but then you wouldn't get security updates. Like, Microsoft's story has to be get the security updates from the latest, blah, blah, blah. Last version of Windows, etc.
Yeah, I gotcha.
AMD confirms second-generation Ryzen processors to debut in Q1 2018.
Cool.
So they'll be like a little bit more better. Yeah. To be clear, second generation does not mean Zen 2. So we can expect tweaks, not twerks.
Still cool.
Yeah, still cool.
That's exciting. It's cool to see them actually continuing to release stuff.
WM Groom AK posted this on the forum. Seagate has announced multi-actuator technology.
Yeah.
Wah, wah. So now, I thought this was a graphic. Here we go. Yeah, there it goes. So now you can actually boost performance by having the read and write heads move to different parts of the disk independently. So if you need something that's on this platter, this head can go get it. And if you need something that's on this platter, this head can go get it, and they don't have to wait for each other. So this is kind of like SLI for hard drives, but like inside the drive.
Yeah.
In the past...
And like is actually becoming a thing instead of becoming less a thing.
Yeah. So in the past, all of those heads would have had to move in synchronization,
Yeah.
whereas now they can split up. Now, to be clear, you won't expect to double the performance,
No.
much like SLI.
Yeah.
But what you will get is potentially much improved random reads and writes.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not going to say that it's going to get up there with an SSD, but it's going to be a lot better, I would think.
And like if you're in like a torturous situation where hard drives would like really start bottlenecking,
Then
this one should feel it much less.
Yeah. Okay, there's actually a lot more stuff in here, but like the show is most assuredly over because it is definitely Christmas break and people definitely want to go home, and I'm definitely not done shooting Mining Adventure Part 2 over there. So that's pretty much it. Oh.
Wait, no, are we good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. If you are a Bitwit Ultra subscriber,
Yeah.
either myself or Kyle or Linus will post a thing on how to view his live stream
Oh, yeah, right.
in the Bitwit Ultra subforum.
Yeah, on the actual forum. Like, not on the Floatplane site. The Floatplane site is still closed pre-alpha.
Oh yeah, I'm
Like-
going to have like at least a few hours of support tickets again this weekend explaining that that is not the site people are supposed to go to. That happens every time.
Guys, please do not write Luke a support ticket because then the site development will be slower.
It probably won't affect it that much.
I'm trying to scare them.
Yeah, it'll be so.
All right, see you again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Why isn't this playing? I don't know what's going on here.
Never had that happen before. Right click,
Yeah.
properties.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. Wow. No idea what did that.
that should have worked, but it did. When into properties, click OK. She's on the Christmas team, I believe.
I'm on the Why Not Both team. Merry Christmas,
taco
Happy
commercial.
Holidays, jovial time off.
Whatever doesn't make you unhappy.
Yeah, like Merry PTO.
What?
That's what Americans call it.
Oh.
Paid time off.
Ah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Oh.
Hold on, we're still streaming.
Okay.